We are 1 month into 2025. And if 2024 wasn't the year you wanted to have, I want to talk about how you can make sure that this is the greatest comeback of your life and really dominate in 2025. And it's very important to me because I feel like I'm in a good groove right now, you know? And I want to share some of the things that I'm locking in on and some of the things that you need to lock in, or some of the things you need to lock in on as a man in 2025, or as a woman too, actually. Let me not limit it to just men. These are the things that I really want to dive into. I've got my notepad here on my laptop, and I want to explain, how you can do this, because I want you to have the best comeback ever. It's about having the best comeback ever. And with a new year comes new optimism. 90% of people fail their New Year's resolution and they give up by the time we get to February. We're already there. We're pretty much there. By the time this comes out, it's probably going to be February or maybe the last week of January. So I want things to be different for you. And if you struggle, I want you to take this in. Now, first things first, you need to forget about your 10-year plan. And I know that sounds counterintuitive. It goes against what people usually suggest, but I think you need to think more about the immediate future. 6 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, 3 years max. Your 10-year plan, you don't even know if you're going to make it. I know that sounds a bit morbid, but I'm thinking about what I can do today and tomorrow to really maximize my potential. So I want you to work things backwards. Now, I want you to think about what you want to achieve in the next 12 months and then start to take those steps daily. For example, if you are currently 50 pounds overweight and you know you need to lose 50 pounds in the next 6 months, what do you need to do on a day-to-day basis? Then write it out. I personally write handwritten notes, and then I have also, I call it a war map on a Google Sheets document. And I don't do it every day, but pretty much once a week at a minimum, I will go through all of my notes and I'll make sure that I've pretty much ticked things off. And it keeps me accountable. It's like things like tracking food, 10,000 steps, weighing myself, those are the things that I like to do. Obviously me right now, I'm not trying to lose weight. But I'm giving you an example. So when you set these big goals, you need to take them step by step, yeah? And then work it backwards. That's really one of the biggest keys. You need to reverse engineer all your goals. Like this year for me, I'm going to Thailand. And I decided that I'm going to go for a long period of time, an extended period of time. That's a goal I've set myself. So that means I've got to make certain arrangements to be able to achieve that goal. For me, I have my own house. So I've got a property, I've got a car. So I've got things that I have to kind of move around in order for me to be able to do that. I literally have to work on making sure that that's set up properly. So that's very, very important for you to achieve what you want to achieve. The next thing that you really want to do, and I know that most people are a bit like, they don't like the kind of woo-ha, wishy-washy stuff, but you need to fill out what we call a wheel of life. I'm going to put a screenshot of a wheel of life somewhere here on the screen, but fill it out. And I want you to get deep here. There's things like family, relationships, social, finances. I usually complete one of these a year. I want you to do the same. Just fill it out and just get real with yourself, man. Because if there's any particular reason why most people fail, is they're not real with themselves. So fill out your wheel of life and hopefully you'll see big changes, because you're going to see what areas of your life is lacking. And like for me, a big part of it was like family. I was not spending any time with my family on the weekends. So now on my phone, every other week, I set a weekend to go watch my nephews play football, go see my nieces, go see my mom, go see my dad. Like I do one of those things. And that's like my way of, staying accountable to those goals that I've set to myself. So fill out the wheel of life so you can see what areas of your life need the most work, because then your goals can be decided from that, okay? It's very simple to do. It's not hard. So go fill that out. The next thing is investing in help. So I'm going to stick with like being overweight as an example. If you're heavily obese or even remotely obese, firstly, as a guy, it's not good for you. It's not healthy. And I want everyone to be healthy. That's not an excuse to fat shame. It's not healthy. And I think that we need to kind of get away from this whole, blah, blah, blah. You can be healthy. No, you can't. Let's just be real with each other for a second. But if you are overweight and you're not getting help, why are you not getting help? Get help. Get help. Whatever you've got to pay to get help, just get it. There's free help online. But if free help got people results, everyone would be a billionaire with a six-pack because there's enough information online. The one thing that you're missing is accountability. You need someone that will slap you when you pick up those fried chicken wings, or when you keep eating those fries, or you keep eating the ice cream. I don't mean physically slap you, but maybe give you a bit of a mental slap. You need someone that's going to show you that you deserve better for yourself. Okay? So get help, whether it's an online coach, a personal trainer, if you're overweight. Maybe you are struggling with addictions. Get help. Like, we got to get away from this, I'm going to do everything on my own mentality. You need a tribe. You need people around you that are going to be like, yo, you can do better for yourself. Okay? Anyway, get help. Next thing, give up your vices. The vices I've listed out here: smoking weed, drinking, partying, excessive dating, or senseless sex. And then also, I put excessive drugs as well, which I'd put under weed, but I don't really consider weed to be like a drug, but it's a drug to some degree. So, weed. I don't have anything against weed. And in some cases, I do think like weed's actually good for you. But I do think that if you are someone that smokes weed relentlessly and you don't have other areas of your life together, you need to relax. So I'm going to caveat that. You can smoke weed. I don't think there's anything completely wrong with it. But if you're one of those people that smoke weed and you ain't got everything else in your life together, I'm looking at you funny. And it annoys me when people with weed are asking for money. Don't ask me for money if you got time to buy weed. That don't make sense. You must have money because weed ain't free. Okay, so if you smoke weed relentlessly and you're lazy and you ain't doing nothing and you ain't out there striving to be the best man you can be, you need to give it up, because that is one of the things that's probably holding you back. And I used to date someone that smoked weed, and there were little things that I noticed that I didn't say anything at the time, which is bad for me. I should have. But I realized over time that I don't think I could even date someone that smokes weed anymore. I don't think that's something I could ever do. So my advice to you is just like, if you feel like weed has got you in a chokehold or a vice, just give it up. I know it can be difficult, but most people, they don't function very well when they take excessive amounts of weed. And they look at people that are famous and rich that do weed and they think that, oh, I can do it. No, they're already rich and famous. They can do it. You can't. Okay, let's get it right here. Alcohol, I think that goes without saying. Alcohol's worse than weed, in my opinion. It kills your brain cells, makes you fat. I think most people could benefit from giving it up for at least an extended period of time. Me personally, I've had a period of giving up alcohol, but I was never a big drinker. So I've never been someone that struggled with alcohol. Like, I've always managed to like manage it, give it up, take periods without it, go to a party and not even drink. Like, I've always been, I can do that because I'm the boss of myself. No one can make me drink. So when you have that mentality, life becomes easy. The next thing is excessive partying and social life. So if you're someone that loves a party, it kind of goes along with the alcohol side of things. If you're not locked into your mission, like, you don't need to party. Like, I love a good party, trust me. But I also know that I want to be locked in. I need to hit my goals this year. I need to hit my targets. And partying is not really a big part of that. So you need to be locked in. Like, when I say locked in, I mean locked in. And if partying is not helping, then it is what it is. The last thing I put here is excessive dating or, sleeping around. Now, the reason I say that, and especially for a lot of guys, is like, when you're always trying to sleep around, your energy is kind of in the wrong place. And trust me, I've been there where it's like I'm dating multiple girls and da-da-da-da-da, but it's not good for you. Like, it's actually not good for you. You lose a lot of focus. And me, I'm good at compartmentalizing. I can have certain things going on over here, certain things going on over here, and I'm good. I operate the same. But it can be a drain on your energy trying to maintain multiple relationships. It's also a drain on you spiritually when you're letting your fluids go in multiple directions. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it PG, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I think it's important as a man that, you keep some value with what you do and how you treat your body. And some people will say, that's not true, Nah, I'm telling you, it's important. So if I could say anything, I would say there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people and trying to decide who's the right fit for you, but do it with the right intentions and have some clarity with it, and be clear with whoever you're with as well. Like, let them know if they're not the only one. If they're okay with it, then have that conversation. If they are the only one, then also let them know that too. But I would say that most guys would benefit from spending a bit more time focusing on maybe one or two people and seeing who's the best fit for them rather than doing all this crazy sleeping around, partying, one night stands. Like that stuff is ruining your life force and it's not good for you. And I'm not just saying it to say I really mean it because I've done all of that. I've done all of that. And I don't think you need to be doing it at this stage, depending on where you're trying to get to, if you're really trying to make an impact and be the best version of yourself. I'm going to change the background to green. Now, the next thing is I really do recommend traveling. This year, I'm going to Thailand. I've told everyone, and I've been very, very clear about I'm going to Thailand to a lot of people. And at first, I wasn't even really that keen on it, but I kept telling people that I'm going. So now I'm expected to go. If it hits July and I ain't gone yet, people are going to look at me like a liar or like I'm capping. So I'm going. And actually, I'm going to book my flight. I decided that by the end of April, I'm going to book my flight for when I go. So I've already got my timeline. I'm selling my car. I'm going to find people to live in my house while I'm away. Like I've set my mind on it and I'm going to build my business while I'm doing it. So I've already prepared for it. Like it is what it is. I'm going. I need a change of environment. And you need to get uncomfortable. I noticed that when I'm uncomfortable, that's when the biggest changes happen. You need to get fucking uncomfortable. Because if your life is full of comfort and everything's easy, then that's why you ain't seeing any progress. When you get uncomfortable, it's like, shit, I got to make this work. So you need to get to a position where it's like, wow, I really need to make this work. I want you to get to that mindset. Once you do that, life becomes easy, man, because once you can overcome those challenges, everything becomes easy. So my advice to you is travel this year. Go somewhere for an extended period of time, 3 months, 6 months. Do something dangerous. Have a fight, because that really does level you up. Now, I think that the biggest issue a lot of people have is they're scared to do things that scare them. And you have to step into that. Like here's an example. I see a lot of fitness coaches doing high rocks as if that's like a big thing. You're a fitness coach. You should be fit. Do something that's hard that you can't do. Do something that is like an effing challenge that you wouldn't be able to do. That's where the challenge lies. That's where people are scared. Even coaches are scared. Like, trust me, do something you couldn't do. Now, this is probably the most important thing if you really want to dominate in 2025, and it is getting in shape. If you are overweight and you're carrying excessive fat as a man, it's not good for you. If you've got man boobs, it's not good for you. If you've got a bare belly, it's not good for you. There's something called visceral fat around your organs. This is dangerous for men, okay? Man boobs. Sometimes that is a sign that your testosterone is low, and actually there's something called aromatase, and what that does is it turns testosterone into estrogen. Estrogen is a female hormone. So you know what you're doing to yourself when you're carrying excessive fat? You're pretty much you're messing your body up. Like you're becoming a woman inadvertently. Or you're creating more female hormones in your body as a man. So if you are out of shape, my advice is this. Start simple and do what you can. I'm not here to fat shame anybody or, coerce you into getting in shape. I want to help you. Start like this. 10,000 steps a day. In fact, I'll give you less. Start at 7,000 steps a day. That's easy. That's 70 minutes of walking. Easy. Done. Okay, so start at that. Go to the gym 3 times a week minimum and lift heavy weights. Yeah, as heavy as you can go. 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets. Do your legs, do your upper body, do your core, do your back, do your biceps, triceps, hamstrings, calf muscles, glutes. Do everything 3 days a week. Do it. Boom. Done. Sleep 6 to 8 hours. Ideally 8, but 6 to 8, it's okay. I'll let you get away with it. Drink 3 to 4 liters of water per day. Cut out all the alcohol and minimize your sugar. Okay. Have fast food and a treat once a week. Every Friday night, that's my treat. I'm good. Don't smoke. Give up the smoking. Give up full fat milk. You might think I'm crazy, but give up full fat milk. I do not drink full fat milk. Stop having fizzy drinks and all that bullshit. Yeah. Minimize your intake. And then think about the kind of ideal body you want. Most men, they want a V-taper, broad shoulders, slim waist, strong legs, big calf muscles, big biceps, big triceps, strong boulder shoulders. That's what most men want. So think about your training and set it up in a way where you can achieve that. Okay. Once you do that, man, you're good to go. All right, this video's got way too long, but if you want to make the biggest comeback of your life, you just have to do everything I just said. This year, this channel is really just, it's my passion project. I have no plan for this channel. I'm not trying to sell anything or any course or anything like that. If I do, then it'll probably be somewhere down the line. But this year, this channel is just, that's why I'm messing about with different styles. I'm vlogging. I just want to express a little bit about my day-to-day thoughts. Anyway, with that being said, like I said, getting in shape is very, very important. I've got a video here that shows you how to get in shape. Watch it. Peace. Watch it.